Welcome back, guys, to a brand new video. And if you don't know, the new iPhone 7 was announced yesterday and it will be coming out on the 16th. And that's basically my thoughts on the new device. I am both an Android and iOS fan, and I love them both. And I'll say I'm pretty much very educated when it comes to mobile devices. I watch tons of videos on it, and I watch tons of video on the new iPhone 7 already from Android users and both iOS users. So let's get into my thoughts. So basically, the first biggest change was a new camera. Now, for the regular model, it has not changed that much like the regular 7, but they did finally add optic image stabilization for the smaller model. I think I should have done this a long time ago because most flagship phones around that price do offer this for the smaller models. Also, the FaceTime camera is now 7 megapixels, which is really nice. I'm not really a selfie person, but that's pretty cool. And also, the flash is a little better. It's a quad tone flash, which is really nice. But now when it comes up to the Plus model, the iPhone 7 Plus, it has dual cameras. Now, this is unusual for Apple. Apple's normally not the company to go sit there and do new things. You normally wait until other people do it and then they try to master it and do it. But they actually added dual cameras to the iPhone 7. It makes you can do some really cool blur effect stuff, like blur the background, really cool DSLR type stuff, and also you could zoom a lot better. I think up to 2 times zoom without actual processing, which is actually pretty nice. And it's overall gonna be a lot better image quality. And there's one more thing I wanted to say. This dual camera thing is not new, by the way. Just so you know, a lot of phones actually do use dual cameras, like the Honor, is it Honor Plus, whatever it's called, by Huawei. LG does. They did it for their G5 and their V20. So this is not new technology. Other companies have been doing this for a while. But Apple did a really good job with the blur things. You can it actually shows it while you're recording, and most phones offer that. They also finally improved the display. They increased the color gamut, much wider colors. Now my tablet has the same thing, kind of like the same type of technology, and this is honestly a really good thing. It's not as good as OLED, but it's as close as you can get with the LCD. And it's also pretty nice, and also 25% brighter, which is pretty cool. Now the processor chipping, you know I love my freaking processors because I have an iPhone 6s, I have an Android device. Processors are like the main thing for me since I'm a gamer. This is the fastest iPhone ever. No, it should be the fastest, but basically the Agent chip, it's a quad core processor, not a dual core, actually quad core. There's actually 2 cores that run on a slower clock speed for to help with the battery and it lasts longer and stuff, so it doesn't overheat when it doesn't really need to use that really fast processor. And it has been rumored that the processor is 2.4 gigahertz, which would be crazy amazing. I'll put it faster than the iPad Pro, and the iPad Pro was already a freaking beast. And if you don't know, iPhones, every time an iPhone comes out, it's the fastest phone out there. And they weren't lying when they said that. It normally always is. Like, not when it comes to actual specs, but in processing and when it comes to running apps and how fast you load and your frame rate, the iPhone always outbeats every other phone. I'm really happy for this. I might be able to finally record critical ops at 60 FPS on my phone in ultra graphics. Another thing they added was dual speakers. Now, I'm really happy about these dual speakers. There's actually one built into the where the speaker is, like the speaker for your ear, and one on the side. One of the speakers on the side is actually fake, which I kind of don't like that they actually did, but they did it anyway. So the speakers are going to be twice as loud and a lot better. Also, they increased the LTE, which is pretty good. And honestly, Apple did a really good job on the iPhone 7. They did change the design up a little bit. The design does look a lot better. They're switching to like a 3-year design thing, and I kind of understand that the smartphone market is starting to mature a lot more, and you're not going to see as big changes and bigger reasons to upgrade. There's no point in changing the design. They just more refine the design, smoothed out the camera button. It's still just as big, but they smoothed it, the transition, and they also got rid of a few of the antenna lines. Now, one thing they also did change was a new color was added. Not actually 2 new colors. They made a really dark black model, and then they made a really cool glossy metal black. Now, this thing is a fingerprint magnet. People already been talking about how there's scratches on it, and it does look pretty cool. I did have one problem with Apple did. This new amazing, nice looking color that I really wanted is only available for the 128 gig model, which costs $100 extra. Now, at first, I was kind of salty about it. They're really trying to get money out of people from this, but I realized they made a whole entire video on the production of it, and I think it probably costed a lot of money for that gloss finish, believe it or not. Apple tends to be really try to be really perfect when it comes to designs and stuff, so I can kind of see why they made it in the bigger model. They also increased the storage to 23 gigs, which is, they should have did that a long time ago. Most phones do that already. I'm happy they finally did that. That's done in most phones. The phone is also now waterproof, IP67 certified, which is I think 1 meter underwater for at least 30 minutes. Now, this is pretty good. Most phones do offer this already. Apple's literally playing catch up. I mean, not all phones. I say Samsung. I know the Xperia ZX offers it. So a couple of phones do offer this, and this is actually pretty nice. And if you don't know, the 6S is already pretty waterproof. They didn't say it was waterproof, but it can resist water. There's been tons of water tests on the 6S that easily can do well with water. I'm not saying you should like go to a pool with this phone, because these companies that actually do offer waterproofing, just because waterproof, let me not say water resistant, they do not cover you if you get any water damage, which is pretty messed up. I know Samsung does that. But you know, that's pretty much the most of the stuff with the new iPhone 7. It's definitely nice. Oh, and here's my one problem with the iPhone 7. They removed the headphone jack. Now I don't really have a problem with this specific thing, but what they should have done was either number one, put two Lightning ports or USB-C ports. I really think I should have went USB-C ports this year. But anyway, they did two Lightning ports. I think I should have done that so I can at least charge my phone and listen to me. That would have been a really smart idea. And if they weren't gonna do that, they could at least give me the AirPods that they've been bragging about so much. These wireless earphones they've been bragging about so much. They could at least give that in the box and that charge us $170 if I want to listen to music and charge my phone at the same time. I think they're really stupid for doing that. I'm pretty sure they're gonna fix it next year, because that was a really dumb idea. I think it was a good idea removing the headphone jack. Could just offer a bigger battery. The iPhone 7 does have a bigger battery now, which is actually really good. But they really should have offered the AirPods so I can have wireless earphones. The ones that they give you in the box are actually plug up into the Lightning headphone jack, which is fine, I guess, but I can't charge and freaking listen to music, which is really annoying. Like, honestly, I don't know what they're thinking. I really don't. Now, you can get like wireless headphones for like $20, so that's not really much of a big deal. I don't know what they're thinking when they thought about that. They really should have included the AirPods in the box instead of the wired ones. That's really much my only problem with the iPhone 7. It was definitely a really good release. I can't wait to test the game. I know it's going to be pretty amazing. I am going to be getting it because my phone is completely destroyed, and I only had it I'm only supposed to have it for a year anyway, so I will be getting the new iPhone 7. I'm probably going to get the 7 Plus, maybe a gold model. Hopefully everybody tries to get the new 2 blacks, so I can get the gold or rose gold. I'm not sure which one I'm going to get, but it honestly looks like definitely a really good iPhone release. Now, the one thing I heard people really complain about, especially when it comes to Android users, is the display. They have still not made it an OLED display. It's still 720p. And in my opinion, there's a problem with that. We look at an iPhone 7 from literally probably 6 inches away. You cannot see a pixel. That's why, to me, 720p on a 4.7-inch phone is okay. It does not... You don't need freaking Quad HD in a 4.7-inch phone. There's no point. Or even just regular 120p. You don't need that. Like... Number one, it destroys your battery, and then it ruins the performance. I mean, it nerfs the performance, but it's just no reason. There's no reason. You can barely see it. Now, OLED, they could do OLED. I know Apple likes LCD from them, but I think they could do OLED. I know OLED screens do not last as long, and they do eat up the battery a little bit. They did look really nice, but it's not really a big deal. Most people don't really care about OLED screens. And I was also really hoping for wireless charging in the new iPhone 7, which is sadly not coming. A lot of phones do offer wireless charging. Now, the thing is, I can understand Apple why they didn't add wireless charging. Most people don't use wireless charging. Even people who have the the Samsung Galaxy S7, it's wireless charging, but people don't use it. Like, I'm pretty sure about 90% of Samsung Galaxy users who have wireless charging, they never used a wireless charger in their life. It's not really a used feature, but I'm kind of geek when it comes to phone. I just really want to try it out. I know my mom bought a new car that has built-in wireless charging. Like, it's a giant pad in the middle. You can put your phone down and charge. So that's the only reason I really cared. And also, does it come with that really cool Note 7 feature that has a built-in fire starter? If you don't know, the new Note 7 that came out by Samsung has a really cool fire starter. If you just like to wait a while, the battery will set on fire. And it can easily just create a fire for like an emergency situation. But yeah, that's all, guys. Let me know what you think about the new iPhone 7. I would love to respond to most of your opinions. Please don't leave any super ignorant comments in the comment section. Those things trigger me like hell, especially when it comes to phones. Because I really do know a lot about them. I watch literally probably hundreds of videos on phones each day. I probably spend over an hour watching phone videos and mobile technology. But let me know what you think. This is definitely one of the fastest phones out there. Probably the fastest, faster than the iPad Pro. And I can't wait to start gaming on this thing. I'm definitely probably going to be getting the Plus model. But that's all, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you really care, subscribe. Peace, guys.